Hello, this is Raj from IBM, and I'll be giving you a quick overview of the ODPi build pipeline. You might wonder why the ODPi build pipeline is important. There are many reasons, but the two main ones are to run and validate the ODPi certification test suite, and also so ISVs can run their application against the ODPi reference build. I've included a diagram of the build pipeline for your reference. First in the pipeline is the ODPi reference build. Once a repository is created from this, it gets deployed onto a cluster. Then the final step is running the certification test suite on the installed ODPi distribution. In this demo, I'll be going over the reference build Jenkins server, Jenkins jobs, and build artifacts. Deployment of a cluster, including Embari server, Embari agents, and ODPi blueprint install, in which the ODPi install is driven via the Embari's REST API interface. And lastly, I'll be talking about how the certification test suite is run on the installed reference build distribution. We have an ODPi Jenkins server, which is hosted at build.opendataplatform.org and has several different Jenkins jobs on it to run our build, deployment of a cluster, and build verification test suite. I'll first be going over the build jobs, which you can see via the main ODPi view on the Jenkins homepage. We currently cover several different operating systems, and we'll be covering more in the near future. For this demo, I'll be talking about the CentOS 7 job. The CentOS 7 job runs the ODPi build on a CentOS 7.1 Jenkins slave. If we go into this job and look at a recent build history, you can see that we are running the Hadoop and Zookeeper modules as part of the build. Now if we go into the console output of the build, we can see where these build artifacts are getting pushed to. We have a site called repo.opendataplatform.org, and this is where all the yum artifacts are getting pushed to. And these odpi.repo files is what we use to deploy a cluster in BBT. So now I'll be talking about the BBT aspect of the build. Upon a successful build, it calls the ODPi BBT job. To see this job, click on the BBT view. This view contains a dashboard with a link to the job and several different charts, including a build time trend, test trend, and statistics charts. To see what the BBT job does, you can click on the job link. The build job passes several different parameters to this job. Parameters including release version, checkout build number, release series, and operating system. In a subjob called the Embari install job, this job uses these parameters to build the Embari repo URL. It downloads this repo file to do the Embari server install alongside with the Embari agent install. There are several other child jobs at the ODPi BBT call, including uninstall jobs that run a cleanup of the cluster, then sequentially an Embari server install, Embari agent install, and ODPi install. Upon a successful ODPi install, it will invoke a test suite called the ODPi Hadoop test. This test suite will eventually cover all tests based on the ODPi reference specifications that we have created. And then we can state with certainty that any ODPi build that passes this test suite will be ODPi certified. That's the ODPi build pipeline, and thank you for watching.